Welcome everyone. It is me, Dennis again. Have you ever wondered why wages stay the same and big corporations are stocking all that money uh, and their their employees are making very low pay, like minimum wage, like $7.25 an hour. Uh, Walmart, I'm talking about Walmart, Target, Home Depot, Lowe's, Walgreens, CVS, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Starbucks, and I can go over and over and over. These multi-billionaires corporations, they are very, very making you work like crazy hours. Like you work at night, you work morning shift, you work afternoons, evenings, you name it. And it started to, I started to realize that people are still making the same very low money like for over the last 23 years, still making $725 an hour. Wow, everything is so expensive right now with inflation, with high interest rates, with mortgage, with groceries. And portion of that payment that you're getting every 2 weeks is going to your gas, your utilities, your rent, mortgage, groceries, and it's probably very little bit of money that you keep, and then they do like a little bit of rewards here and there so you can get motivated, but you're just making them rich. If you look at the tariff that they have, they're not even paying from their business. They're quietly increasing those prices. If you go to Walmart, Target, all those places, you can see how they going up like higher. They're jacking up the prices on every item. 99% of the population in the United States, they shop at Walmart, and it's up to 85% of people going completely insane, broke. And if you become homeless, it's a crime because you cannot invade somebody's land. And how many people have you felt like you're not really owning anything, and then if you buy land or houses, they own you instead of you owning them? Like it's just, and then that leads you to for you to go get credit card, which is going to be high interest rates, and then you ended up in a bankruptcy that is going to lead you to completely being broke and miserable and have mental illness. So all these big corporations, that what they're doing is that they want you to work some amount of hours for very low pay, and you started to notice that you start feeling tired and you're not motivated. You have to drag yourself from the bed in the morning. You have to get yourself there. If you don't show up, you get fired. And then it's a big nightmare. And instead of you being happy about the job that you have, you're not really seeing any differences of that paycheck. And then it's like 40 hours, 50 hours, 30 hours. And then AI eventually is going to take over that job if it pays good or bad, because people are starting noticing that it's best to do any kind of hustle or gig jobs. So these big corporations, they are going insane with the prices. I started wondering, have you all ever wondered, like, why is everything so expensive? Why is it that everything is not stopping? No matter what year, 1 month, things are going skyrocketing, and people are still making the same amount of early wage, yeah, like very low wage, like 7.25, $10 an hour. The state of Mississippi, Georgia, South Carolina, I believe Virginia, and Arkansas, people make $7.25 an hour. And I started noticing that with this very low income that you make, how can you actually afford to have a small studio or apartment? You can't pay the rent. That leads you to get credit cards. And then it's so crazy how people now, they're not even buying clothes no more, because people are, seems like something is not right. People look broke. People are struggling financially. So many issues that we're dealing with. People don't have health insurance. That's another scam right there. Uh, Car insurance is a big scam as well. And everything that you're paying for it, you're being subscribed to all these big, huge corporations. Netflix went up, and then it's another scam because everything is connected. It's a system that they want you to be connected to. If you don't have Netflix, that means you're not part of the system. And everything is connected. Lowe's, Home Depot, the same way. It's like they're competing against each other. Who's got the better prices? Who pays the less to their employees? Walmart, Target, Sam's. It's like their prices are so skyrocketing. I'm really, really shocked. I'm like, whoa, Walmart prices are going up and they're not stopping. I was like, God damn, what's going on, man? Shit, what kind of economy do we have? Are they really trying to make you broke? Like how can you really survive having this kind of, I mean, like imagine if you have 5 kids. Imagine if you have to pay so many different bills. Like people can barely even afford to pay their bills, their groceries, like especially states like California, Florida, places like that. It is so insane. I don't really understand how people can actually afford to pay all these bills. Like the whole thing is all about paying, and you're like, and you starting like to know that you're paying that student loan, that it's gonna take you 20 years to pay it off. Once you pay it off, you're gonna have to wonder where are you gonna get hired. And it's a stress that never really stops. It's a cycle that never, if you look through the whole year, it's a big cycle. Like they want you to be, you've been brainwashed since you were born, since they were hanging you that social security number. You were part of some system that you were going to be slave of it. Welcome to the American dream. And you start noticing that they want you at school to be following that protocol, in college get the greatest degree, which is another scam. So everything is all about scamming you. They're screwing you in every damn way. Like it, man, it's a big time. And I don't even know how many of y'all like felt discouraged by all these huge corporations that they're just not really caring about your health. They don't really care if you um, are broke. They don't really care if you are fine or if you're feeling bad. You have to show up. If you don't show up at those jobs, you get fired on the spot. There's hundreds of millions of people looking for a job, and it's a massive layoff. And all these huge corporations, they're just making their profit like no idea. Like only a few places, if they're like small businesses, they barely have 1 or 2 employees. They try to stay, ahead or keep up with their business, but it's so hard for them to survive. But these corporations, they make millions and billions of dollars. But you've been brainwashed to believe that, yeah, you're working, get to work 40, 50 hours a week. We pay you this much. Happy or not, go home. And it's just the way you live. Get back, repeat. You're 60, 65, 70. You're waiting for that retirement, and then you die. You were not born to be slave for nobody. What if you come up with a crazy idea that you can actually freaking have a huge, crazy ass big corporation? But it's just, man, I don't know. What they want you to do, they want you to be brainwashed, they want you to be programmed and just be part of that society system protocol that you're like, no, you cannot make more than $10, $12 an hour. You're gonna stay broke. You're gonna have to work for us, or you get fired. And the big opportunities is like when you wanna succeed in life, it's very uncomfortable. It's a new world that you don't really see it. You just imagine it, you're dreaming. But if you don't ever take action, you just stay on that dream, like dreaming about it. You're like, then what would it been if I would have done it? You always wondering like, why, man. So my opinion, according to me, my advice would be do what you feel like doing, man. Like Go hard to the world, man. It's only one life. If you're good at something or you feel talented enough, man, go for it, man. Don't you goddamn lack from it, because you're just making these huge corporations, making them richer, richer, richer. You're just getting hired here, fired there. They fire you here. You get hired there. You're not going nowhere like that. You're gonna end up tired. You're gonna end up with mental illness, anxiety, depression, obesity. Goddamn, all that kind of crap. So it's just the way it is. Like what? I mean, look at it. Look at the people that work at Walmart wearing that uniform. Look at the people that work at Target. I mean, they can't do anything, man. They're just depending on their hours, man. Like if they tell you, hey, you're off tomorrow, or you work 5 days next week. Okay, all right. And you're just being a puppet. Like, man, these corporations are insanely crazy, man. Even Home Depot is jacking up the prices. Lowe's is not even low prices no more. General Dollar, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree, all these freaking places, man, they're dollar, so you can think, oh yeah, you're saving big time. Hell no, you're not saving. They they're they're being programmed you to believe that this is cheap enough so you can pay, whatever you're buying, groceries here, but actually you're not saving any money. Little by little, this 6.98, 6.87, 5.93. It's just it's going crazy, man. They're selling you to death for real. Like who agrees? Who agrees with me? I'm telling you, man, there is no there is no fair for nobody, man. Like they just want you to work 9 to 5, get to work, or you get fired, don't show up, then man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Y'all take care. God bless. Follow your dreams. Go hard, baby. Take care.